So good morning everyone. This presentation only focuses on discussing RA 11313 or also known as Safe Space Act or the Anti-Bastos Law. So RA 11313 was signed on April 17, 2019 by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. The law was created in response to the increasing cases of sexual harassment occurring not only in workplaces but also in streets, public spaces, and online. So this law recognizes that all individuals, regardless of gender, deserves to be protected from harassments in all settings, promoting a culture of respect and dignity. So here are the key provisions of this law. The law prohibits gender-based sexual harassment in public places, workplaces, educational institutions, and online platforms. So this means that harassment is not allowed in any setting, whether on the street, at work, in schools, or on the internet, ensuring protection for everyone regardless of location. So the second one, acts such as catcalling, wolf whistling, stalking or unwanted sexual advances, sexist remarks, and cyberbullying or cyber harassment are punishable under this law. These specific behaviors are considered violations, making it clear what actions are acceptable and unacceptable, and also what actions are legally punishable by law. So it mandates clear penalties ranging from fines, community service, to imprisonment depending on the offense. So the law provides defined consequences for offenders which vary based on how serious the violation is. Next is establishments, public transportation operators, schools, and workplaces are required to implement preventive measures and protective mechanisms. So institutions must take steps to prevent harassments and protect potential victims, such as creating policies, trained staff, or providing safe complaint procedures. And lastly, local government units or LGUs are tasked to assist an implementation by designing personnel and establishing safe reporting system. So LGUs are responsible for enforcing the law locally, including appointing staff and ensuring that victims can report cases without any fear or difficulty. So what are the relevance and purpose of this law in Philippine society? First, it aims to promote respect and dignity for every person, regardless of gender. So this means that the law encourages treating all individuals equally and respectfully, no matter their gender identity or expression. Second, helps fight the harassments, especially in public spaces and online where people used to feel powerless. So this law provides or gives people legal protections and voice, especially for those people that are voiceless, especially in areas where harassment was once ignored or tolerated. It also promotes the importance of building a culture where everyone feels safe, especially for those vulnerable groups like women, LGBTQIA+, and children. So this law supports a safer environment for those most at risk of harassment, promoting inclusivity and protection for all.
Impacts on different gender sectors. For women, the law provides greater protection for women from street harassment and unwanted sexual advances in public spaces. It empowers women to report incidents and seek justice. For the LGBTQIA+ community, members of the LGBTQIA+ communities are also protected from gender-based insults and discrimination, which are often rooted in societal prejudice and ignorance. This law acknowledges the experiences of the LGBTQ+A individuals and provides them with legal actions. For men, the law also covers men who experience sexual harassment, recognizing that harassment can occur regardless of gender. It challenges traditional notion of masculinity and promotes a more inclusive understanding of harassment. And lastly, students and young people benefit from safer school environments and online spaces where they are more likely to encounter harassment. The law promotes a culture of respect and accountability in educational settings, fostering a safer learning environment. Here are the real-life application or examples. A commuter who experienced catcalling or stalking while in transit can now report the incident to authorities. This allows victims to seek justice and hold offenders accountable. The ability to report such incidents helps determine future harassment and creates a safer environment for everyone. Next, individuals who receive unsolicited explicit messages online can now file complaints under the law. This recognizes the severity of online harassment and provides victims with legal actions. Such measures aims to create safer online environment and protect individuals from unwanted and harmful content. For companies and schools, they are required to conduct training and establish problem mechanisms to handle cases of harassment. This approach helps prevent harassment by raising awareness, providing clear guidelines, and establishing process for addressing complaints. And lastly, public transport drivers are also held accountable if they engage or allow harassment within their vehicles. This ensures that drivers are responsible for maintaining a safe and respectful environment for passengers. Challenges in implementation. Despite the strength of the law, challenges remain, and these are: we have limited awareness. Awareness about the law is still limited among the general public view and the law enforcement agencies. This hinders the effectiveness of the law as many people may not know their right or how to report incidents. Second, cultural attitudes. Cultural attitudes such as victim blaming and tolerance of harassment make enforcement difficult. Changing deeply ingrained societal norms and attitudes requires a sustained effort to educate and raise awareness. And lastly, resource constraint in some local government units hinder full implementation. This includes a lack of trained personnel, limited funding for awareness campaigns, and insufficient resources for investigating and prosecuting cases.
So in conclusion, the Safe Space Act is a vital step towards creating a safer and more respectful society for the Filipinos. By addressing gender-based harassment in both physical and online spaces, it upholds the rights of every individual to move freely without fear. Its success, however, depends not only on enforcement but also on the collective efforts to promote a culture of respect and accountability. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something.